Hello, welcome to Chandu's Chapters. This video is gonna be in English. And thanks a lot really for supporting our YouTube channel. I'm so happy to see your support, and I'm also so happy that the information that we are sharing is really useful, and we have been receiving many comments saying that if there is something related to information, please do the video in English, and that's why this video is gonna be in English today. We are going to talk about OCI card. We have recently got our OCI cards, so we wanted to walk you through all the steps that we have followed in this process, and what is really the surrender certificate, and there are so many things in this process which we wanted to share. My husband is the one who has really worked with this process so much, so I'm bringing him into this video today to explain you the whole process, and I hope you will definitely like this video. And if you have not really subscribed to our channel yet, please do subscribe. Thank you so much, Nana, first of all, for being part of this video and explaining us the OCI process. So let's start with the basic questions of just having a clear picture about what is OCI and when and why do we need this.
OCI is nothing but Overseas Citizen of India, and we need this once we have renounced our Indian citizenship or surrendered Indian passport. We need OCI to travel to India, and also if we want to work in India, and also to buy any properties in India.
After we have got our Swedish citizenship, so what are the next steps in this process?
Yeah, so before we apply for our OCI card, the first step is we need to surrender our Indian passport.
So let's get into the step number 1 to surrender the passport, Indian passport, and how are we gonna do this is through the link.
Yeah,
you have to explain the process now.
This can be done through the website, which most of us are familiar with, is portal3.passportindia.gov.in. This is the website where we used to apply our renew our passports or apply for new passports for Yukta and Terish. So that's why I said it's most popular website, and we use the same website to surrender of Indian passport also, and we need to log in with our details and fill the application for surrender, and send the documents along with the application and passport, all the required documents. We need to send it to embassy.
So it's very straightforward application, I guess, just filling up all the details of you in the application and sending it to the embassy.
Exactly, yes. When we have applied last year, we had to renounce our Indian citizenship and also surrender our Indian passport. So we were basically advised to do both the things.
Okay.
But now it is not mandatory. Only surrender of Indian passport is mandatory, but renunciation is not mandatory.
Okay. So is there any cost to send this application, or is it just for free?
No, it is not for free. The application cost is 276 krona per person. So if you have an infant or if you have anyone, so each applicant we need to pay 275 krona to surrender the Indian passport. And renunciation is more expensive. If you have to renounce Indian citizenship, which is not mandatory, it is 8,000 INR or equivalent to almost 1,000 SEK per person.
Good thing that for all of the people that are going to apply for OCI right now, they don't. It's not a mandatory step.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we paid 1,000 SEK for each one of us in order to do this step.
Yes.
So after sending this application to Indian embassy, what happens? How long will it take?
Approximately, as mentioned on the website, it is 8 to 10 weeks time. So you will get 2 emails, one from no reply OCI, if I remember correctly, that mentions that your surrender certificate application is accepted or approved, and the second mail is stating that you can come and collect your surrender certificate. So then we can send RK envelope or RK stamp from Postnord to Indian Embassy, and they will post it to your address.
So basically, once you get the email, either you can go and pick your surrender certificate directly in the embassy, which is free of cost, I think.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to send us via post, then is there any charges? Or
Yeah, it's a postal charges.
Postal charges, but it is also for free.
Yeah.
So we get our surrender certificate now.
Yes.
So what's next?
The second step or the next step is applying for OCI. This is done through another website called ociservices.gov.in. Once you enter into the URL, then you have a tab New OCI Registration. Click on it and then click Proceed, and it will open up a window. Click on Accept, and then enter the
Magical words, kind of.
Click on Fill New Application and then enter your details here.
Okay.
And click on Save, Continue and Proceed.
So I think even in here, like within the details, we have 3 tabs like applicant's information, passport details, and also family.
Yeah.
So we are just using some random data to fill in this application. So we could show you what will be in this application. We are just trying to fill in all the mandatory fields and trying to pass through it. And it's all the personal information that you need to put into this application. More about your occupation, marital status, and spouse details, passport details, address, parents' address, etc. etc.
So this OCI application is individual, so I cannot add my children or my wife in this. But as you see, this is the basic details that is required, and then once we submit, this is the part A of the application form we have successfully completed. Now we should upload our photograph and also the applicant signature. Like infants or children who cannot sign, you need to take their fingerprint and upload that instead of signature. And children who can write their name can write their name, and you can upload that as their signature.
Just a small tip, just now I remembered how we did for Yukta, for instance. The ink thing, it's very easy. We just took a sketch pen, applied on her thumb, and then we just took given the thumbprint into the application form. It is very easy and simple as that. You don't need any ink pad or something like that, so do it at home easily.
And also, if you remember the pictures we have taken, also we didn't go to any photo studio or anything, because it will be difficult with small children. So we took so many pictures at home and then used Piccoleg to generate a small passport size photo, and then printed at home and then cut it according to the dimensions.
So we just used this background to take the pictures and we took the pictures and cut accordingly to the size of the application as they mentioned.
Part A is completed after you upload your image and signature. Then we go to part B, and where we upload the documents, and these documents that we upload should be self-attested, meaning you need to take a printout, we need to sign it and then scan it and then upload these documents.
Each one of them,
yes. To find the list of documents which are relevant for your case, you can use this website as a reference. And in this website, they have clearly mentioned for each and every case what are the relevant documents that you need to submit.
Okay, but there are so much big list, I think.
Yeah, it is a big list, but it covers various cases. So one of the basic thing is your copy of your current valid passport when your citizenship got approved. You need to scan that letter and you need to attach it with this passport.
I guess we will be receiving a letter once we have been declared as a Swedish citizens. So we have to save that letter and maybe take copies of that letter along with the Swedish passport. That will be the major requirement for most of the cases to apply for this OCI.
Same thing with the self-attested registered marriage certificate or your Indian passport copy also, if your spouse name is already included in that. So you don't need to have marriage certificate. If you don't have it, you can just upload your Indian passport copy also, even though the passport is invalid by this time. And the third one can be if you are working, you can produce your payslip, or if you are a student ID card, or last employment. One of the important thing is latest person babies in English, which I had to call Skatteverket and request them because I cannot generate English version for me online. So I had to call them and ask them to send it. There are so many other cases and so many other documents which you can submit, but these four are the basic and mandatory documents which I think will be
at least relevant for many of the cases.
You can go through this website and you'll get more information. Once you have uploaded your documents and completed the application, then you need to pay a fee of that's also mentioned in this website, 2868 per applicant.
Even for kids also it's the same?
Yes, for every individual. Print all these documents and application form, sign them, and you need to send them to Indian Embassy.
Oh, it's not online, so it's not really going to them once we upload the documents online.
It goes, and also you need to submit hard copies.
Oh, okay.
Either you can go and submit at Indian Embassy, or if you prefer to send it by post, then you need to send your original passport also, and then attach an REK envelope so they can send the passport back to you.
Okay, so basically you need to file up all of these documents together along with your Swedish passport and send it to Indian Embassy. After sending this application, should we do anything, or what is the processing time?
The processing time is 6 to 8 weeks, is mentioned on the website. So once this application that you submitted to Indian Embassy gets approved, after 6 to 8 weeks of processing time, you will receive an email stating that your application is approved and you can come and collect your OCI cards.
Okay.
At that time, you can either visit embassy personally, or you can also send REK envelope.
And how long is this OCI cards valid?
These cards are valid depending upon the age group. Until 20 years, it is valid till the validity of your passport. In Sweden, we need to change our passport every 5 years. For children who are up to 20 years age, they need to renew their OCI every 5 years once they change passports.
Okay.
And 20 to 50 years, it's there is no need to change or renew your OCI, but you need to upload your new passport details to the OCI, which can be done online without any fees. And from 50, again, you need to renew it once you renew your passport.
Okay. Now that we have received OCI cards, I just also wanted to ask you, is this the only way to travel to India?
There is a option of e-visa and visa, which you can apply for India and travel to India. But those e-visa and visa are once you enter into India, it is valid for 3 months and you have to come back within 3 months. You can't stay more than 3 months. And the prices are varying depending upon 1 month visa, 6 months visa, 1 year visa, 5 years visa. There are different variations. And the most important thing is, with visa you can travel only on the visa. Means if you take tourist visa, you can go as a tourist. If you go entry visa, you can go as an entry. And if you take work visa, you can work. But with OCI, there is no limitation for why you are traveling to India.
Okay.
You can work, you can buy any properties, and also you can just travel as a tourist or to visit your family.
Yeah. So we have lot more benefits. I mean, of course, we are paying little bit more money, but still we have many benefits with OCI. And I think we also can travel whenever we think that okay, now I need to travel to India and booking the tickets. We don't need to think about visa.
Yeah.
You can just travel immediately.
Yeah, that's right. This is the whole process of OCI and surrender certificate.
Thank you so much for taking your
No
time
problem.
and being part of this video. And these are our OCI cards. It looks similar to the Indian passport, and I expected it to be a simple card, but we got like a passport, and it also has pages like this. I think it's for stamping, so it's similar to the passport.
We will see what it is for once we travel to India.
Yeah, so then we understand if it is for like stamping or what they are gonna do, and I think it's very little pages compared to passport. I think this video will definitely help many of you out there who are trying to apply for OCI and how it is really important as well. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't really done it yet, and I hope you like this video and share it with your friends who are trying to apply for OCI card. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting. Bye bye.
Bye bye.